We're going to explain how to add reference numbers in Roblox. There isn't a built-in reference number feature in Roblox in the same way you might have in a spreadsheet. However, we can achieve a similar result using several methods, depending on what you want to use the reference number for. Let's explore a few approaches. 1. Using instance names. This is the simplest method. When you create an object, like a part, model, or script, in Roblox Studio, it has a name property. You can directly use this name as your reference. For example, if you're creating parts for a building, you might name them Wall 1, Wall 2, Wall 3, and so on. This makes it easy to identify and access specific parts within your script using write single quote game.workspace.wall1. This method works best for a small number of objects where you know the names beforehand. 2. Using a table as a dictionary. For more complex scenarios, using a table is a more robust solution. A table acts like a dictionary, allowing you to store information associated with each object. You would assign a unique reference number, like an integer, as the key, and the object itself, or a reference to it, as the value. For example, local myObjects =, 1 =, game.workspace.part1, 2 =, game.workspace.part2. You can then access a specific object using its reference number. Local part = myObjects, 2. This is scalable and avoids the limitations of directly using names. 3. Using a custom class. If you're working with many objects, creating a custom class provides a more organized and maintainable structure. This class would store both the reference number and other relevant properties for each object. This method requires more advanced Lua scripting knowledge, but it's the cleanest and most reusable approach for larger projects. You could define a class like this, simplified example. Lua local object class =, object class dot __ index =, object class function, object class, new, refnum, obj. Local self =, set metatable, object class, self.refnum, =, refnum, self.object =, obj return, self-end return, object class. Then you would create instances of this class for each object, providing the reference number and the object itself as parameters. 4. Data stores, for persistent references. If you need the reference numbers to persist between game sessions, for example for inventory tracking, you'll need to use Roblox's data store service. This lets you save and load data to the server, including your reference number system and associated information. This is a more advanced topic, requiring understanding of how data stores work with keys and values. Remember, the best method for adding reference numbers depends entirely on the scale and complexity of your Roblox project. For simple projects, using instance names might suffice. For larger, more structured projects, tables or custom classes are much more effective. And for persistence, you absolutely need data stores. The key is choosing the right approach based on your needs and Lua programming proficiency.